with live breaking news.
Breaking now on Eyewitness News at 10, a dispersal order issued in downtown Los Angeles where dozens of people remained after a massive No Kings protest. Police creating skirmish lines as they push the crowds out of the area. Hello, thanks for joining us. You're watching Eyewitness News at 10 live on ABC 7 Hulu and wherever you stream. I'm Sophie Flake.
And I'm Jordan Rand. Let's take a live look right now from Air 7 over downtown Los Angeles. Police still remain out on the streets, as do some demonstrators. This is all left over from a No Kings demonstration that took place in downtown Los Angeles this afternoon. That ended around 5 p.m. Dispersal orders were given in the 7 o'clock hour with the hopes that people will be off the streets by 8. That clearly has not happened, but this crowd is not very large. Just about a handful, 20 to 30 people remain on scene tonight. They were pushed back from the federal building north along Alameda Street towards Union Station, and that's where police moved in on horseback and on foot in riot gear, trying to get people to break up this crowd. It has largely worked. But as we see, police still remain on scene, and some demonstrators are remaining on the sidewalks here, but largely it was a peaceful evening, which followed an entirely peaceful day.
We're going to stay on this, but meanwhile, earlier today, this was the scene in downtown LA, the largest of all the No Kings Day demonstrations across the Southland, where thousands of people gathered. This all started in the afternoon around 2 p.m., which included a march down a 2-mile stretch with a peaceful rally outside City Hall. Most of the people we spoke to had a similar message: no to a Trump takeover and no to authoritarianism and fascism.
And as we mentioned, things grew a little more tense after dark when most of the protesters left. It was a peaceful day. Police formed skirmish lines to get people away from the federal building and out of downtown. 2 separate dispersal orders were issued.
Following those dispersal orders, police warned those who didn't leave may be arrested. And then officers began moving in. Again, this is near the federal building in downtown LA. This was the site of some of the most violent clashes with police that we saw at demonstrations back in June.
That did not happen here tonight. As officers moved in on foot and on horseback, the demonstrators slowly made their way down the road. This was Alameda and North Main Street in the parking lot and complex of that Chevron gas station. We do want to point out most of the protesters we saw at this No Kings demonstration had already left the area by this point in the night.
And just after 8 tonight, we saw police taking at least one person into custody from Air 7. We reached out to LA police and were waiting official word on how many people were arrested after that dispersal order was issued. Other No Kings protests took place across the country today. According to No Kings organizers, more than 7 million people nationwide took part. One of those happening in San Francisco. Cornell Barnard from our sister station, KGO, shows us what happened there.
Demonstrators taking to the streets of San Francisco Saturday, marching up Market Street here to Civic